What's going on, my people? This is Rob Lightbourne. This is day number 11, accountability day number 11, excuse me. I hope everybody's good. In fact, I hope y'all doing a lot better than I'm doing today. Today has been, to say the least, not the best day. I did, however, complete my workout and things of that nature, but I've just had a whole bunch of unexpected things occur today that have definitely been quite a challenge. But I actually considered, maybe taking the day off type stuff, and I remember that's what this is all about. This is why, again, bare minimums, knock them out, and stay progressive even in the midst of whatever type of turmoil or whatever type of issues go down. I came to just a conclusion that I've come to before, but maybe I should say it was reiterated to me today. You have to, for myself, definitely, I realize that I have to make the attempt to approach every single day with some sense of desperation. As far as chasing your goals, you should definitely approach it with some level of desperation, not desperation to the point where you're willing to sell out to your core values or things like that. That's not really what I'm talking about. But as far as the energy that you would use in a desperate situation, if you get in a call and there's an emergency, you realize that you're able to do certain things, or maybe you're like, you're in a life-threatening emergency and there's an adrenaline that will come over you, and within that, you can't really reduplicate the adrenaline, but you can take note of the fact that, wow, when pushed between a rock and a hard place, this is how I respond. And maybe possibly you can learn how to apply some of those actions to your everyday routine. Not taking time for granted, not hitting the snooze button, not getting those few extra minutes of sleep type stuff, not going to bed so late. That's one of my biggest vices, to be honest. Getting to bed, forcing yourself to get to bed at a responsible time so you do get an adequate amount of sleep. Meeting, your whatever self-imposed time restrictions you have on getting certain things done, or at least trying to come into that range. A lot of times I know for myself, I can do far better, but naturally I live with a sense of comfort because maybe I'm not going through what the next person is going through. And so, in the back of my mind, even though I try to fight it, sometimes it's like, if you don't get to this day, hopefully there's always tomorrow. We say things like, tomorrow's not promised. But I mean, after you wake up day after day after day after day for so many years, in the back of your mind, you're kind of betting on the fact that it is, which is why you make plans for tomorrow, which is why, you have a schedule set. We definitely mention things like, God willing and everything, and I'm good for that. I say that all the time. But at the same time, in the back of my mind, I do try to, look into the future a little bit and plan out for the future. But what I need to master, or at least become very much better at, I don't know if I'd ever master it, is waking up genuinely as if tomorrow is not coming. Genuinely as if this is the last day that I have the opportunity to do what I want to do. This is the last moment, and it can't be okay every day. There has to be some sort of sense of discomfort. So I'm looking for that, but I look at like some of the things that happened today, and it kind of stirred me up a little bit, to where it's like, man, this is why, when things are good, you really got to go hard. You really got to go hard, and you want to set that plan. I keep going back to setting that plan, because honestly today, if I had no plan, nothing would have got done. But I stuck to the plan, and so I'm glad about that. So hopefully that helps somebody, definitely, and I really hope this day turns out better. But either way, if it doesn't, I'm handling mine, and that's it. I will see y'all tomorrow. Always respect time. I will see y'all tomorrow, God willing. Always respect time. God bless. Peace.